Hello and welcome to another knife review, and today we're doing something a little different. We're not actually reviewing a knife, we're reviewing a problem and how to deal with it. There are 4 knives before you. What do all these knives have in common? That's right, they're all Hinderers. I have 3 XM style knives, they say XM18, and then I also have a half track here. And the problem that we deal with is the one that we're looking at. Hinderer has a great design on the face side in that it has just a slot there, no proprietary hardware, and you can just put a screwdriver in that and loosen it. Better yet, you could get a penny, like I have here, and use a penny to loosen it. Penny's actually a better device because penny's made of copper, and copper's softer than the hardened steel that screwdrivers are made out of. So if you had something scratch, you would rather it be your tool, which is a penny in this situation, rather than the pivot. The problem lies on this side. As you can see here, the bolt is sticking up through the recipient screw. And that's a problem because I can't use a screwdriver or a penny to get in there. And the way that Rick Hinderer solved the problem is he made a armorer's tool, and I'll post a picture of it you can see, but the armorer's tool costs $75 just to take apart the knife. And a lot of good knives are made for less than $75, and so we're going to try a workaround, and there are different workarounds. First of all, I want to talk about using just a nail clipper. You can get just a nail clipper and you squeeze down on it and you take this off, and as you can tell, this may not be the right size, but you could get a smaller one. That acts as a spanner bit and you can get across there. The problem is that these aren't very sharp. They're a little bit round and sometimes it can slip, and I'm always afraid that I'm going to scratch the pivot on my really nice Hinderer knives, so I tend not to use that method. Put this back on there. Another way of doing it is getting a spanner bit, and I'm going to post a picture of a spanner bit. It's basically, it looks like a flathead screwdriver except it's notched in the center, and that I went to the local hardware store and they didn't have single solitary spanner bits for sale. Maybe you can get them on eBay or online somehow, but I would have to buy a whole kit of bits that cost $30, and so that's a little bit cheaper than the Hinderer armorer's tool, but still it's not what I was looking for. The guy at the hardware store recommended that I just get any old screwdriver and get a Dremel tool and notch it and make my own spanner bit, but I thought, well, that's hardened steel and that won't work as good. So what I came up with is I'm going to get a penny, and I'm going to get it and I'm going to notch it with a Dremel tool, and I'll need to make a 3mm by 3mm notch, and we'll see if we can make our own Hinderer disassembly tool. So I'm going to break away a little bit and go into the garage and let you guys watch me with my Dremel tool making a notch in a penny. And so I'm going to try to make my own Hinderer tool out of this copper penny, and we'll see how it goes. I've never done it before, but as I always say, not knowing what I'm doing has never stopped me yet. So I have a Dremel tool here, and I've got the penny secured in the vise, and I have my safety glasses on, so we're going to go ahead and see what we can do. We're going to notch it some more. There you go. That's a perfectly notched penny for a Hinderer tool. Thanks for watching. Okay, I'm back from the garage now, and here is the result of my labor. I made about a 3mm by 3mm square notch, and we'll see how it works. I'll get one of these Hinderer knives, and we'll put it in there, and It's a pretty perfect match. Yeah, I can hold it now. Let me get another penny. We'll see if we can disassemble this pivot now. Oh yeah, that works nicely. So as you can tell, for 2 cents, you can do a disassembly tool. I could keep on screwing it and unscrewing it, but I guess you guys don't want to watch me do that. So that's my recommendation for the workaround, and that'll save you $75. And I just want to point out, who says that U.S. coinage isn't worth anything? When I was a kid, you could buy a penny candy or a piece of Super Bubble bubble gum, and now you really can't, but there is an indication where you can use this penny to be worth $75. It'll save you $75 by not buying a Hinderer armorer's tool. You can just notch this 3mm by 3mm square into the top of the penny and use it as a disassembly tool for your Hinderer. So, hope you like the information and hope this saves you a little bit of money and trouble. And like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next knife video.